Hey there you guys. So today I thought it would be fun to film a pregnancy must-have video. I definitely have a lot here that I think will be really helpful if you are pregnant. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I used. I'm gonna try and do it like first, second, and third trimester because there's definitely things that I used in the first trimester that I don't use so much now or I don't need anymore. So I'm gonna try and keep it in order like that. Also, I want to apologize for like the weird setting going on. I am in our room right now. I was going to film in her room, but I'm not done with her nursery yet and I'm filming a video for it, so I didn't want you guys to see. So I just pulled in this chair from her room and I'm just in our room right now. So the first thing on my list is something that you've probably already thought of, but if you're still really early on, maybe you haven't grabbed it yet, is Prenatals. I cleared these with my doctor. They work perfectly fine. This is the Equate Daily Prenatal. This is the Walmart brand of Prenatals. It comes with two different types. They work great for me. I never had a problem with taking pills. I didn't have to take the gummy prenatals, so those have been the only type that I've taken this entire time. So something that I learned about prenatals pretty early on is check the ingredients list, because the ingredients that are in these ones are the exact same ingredients that are in the, I think it's the Parents' Choice. It's the really popular brand, and for those prenatals it's like $15, whereas these ones are I think between $7 and $8. So definitely check the ingredients. If they're the exact same thing, just go with the off-brand stuff. When you have to buy these every single month, when you're paying $7 versus $15, I mean, at the end of the day you're cutting your cost in half. So the next thing on my list is something that I thought I could live without, but we were doing a little bit of traveling during the weeks that I was experiencing morning sickness, and I already get car sick and plane sick, so traveling and the pregnancy, it was a little hard on me. So these are C-bands. These are like little bracelets that you put on, and they have a little pressure point right here, and it's supposed to like hit a certain spot in your wrist. People wear these if they get like boat sick. I got these from Walmart. I think they're like $8, so they were pretty inexpensive. I think they did help. I didn't notice that my nausea was like completely gone, but I did notice that it did help subside the kind of just like lull that I had all day. So maybe if you're experiencing that, something like this might help. Now the next thing, this is kind of the last thing I have for nausea, but these are called Preggy Pops. I got these from Target. I still have a couple left in there. I got these from Target. Whoops. Like I said, I get really car sick, and so if like Nick was driving somewhere, I would just suck on one of these, and I did notice that it helped. It obviously didn't make it completely go away, but it did help that like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get sick right now kind of feeling. So I just always carried these around in my purse and kind of just used them whenever I felt like it. My next must-have is a designated water bottle. I also have struggled with getting water down. I don't know, it's just hard. I've never really been a good avid water drinker, so to have to drink so much is just kind of hard for me, but having a designated water bottle does make it easier rather than just drinking out of random glasses throughout the day. So right now this is my designated water bottle. I know I need to drink 4 of these. Okay, so my next must-have is something that you probably already have, but your skincare. So for me, everyone was like talking about this pregnancy glow where their skin is so great and they just look so beautiful, and for me, my skin was awful. My skin was so oily. I was having so many breakouts. I had a lot of chin acne, which makes sense. It's a really big hormonal acne spot. So obviously the first trimester like makes sense. Your body has so many extra hormones that it doesn't normally have. So I was having really bad skin. Honestly, up until probably a month ago, finally I told Nick, I was like, make sure I do my skincare every single night. And he's been really good about it. He's like, okay babe, did you do your skincare today? I'm like, no. And he's like, okay, we'll get up and do it. So he's been a really big help in that, making sure that you're doing it consistently. I know it's hard. Like there's just nights you just want to go to bed, or there's mornings where you wake up and you like don't even want to brush your hair, but you just have to do it. Taking care of your body is just so important, and I felt it makes me feel better too. It makes me feel a little more human. So my next must-have, I haven't started using until recently. I did not experience heartburn or indigestion at all up until the 3rd trimester. I feel like I hit 27 weeks and all of a sudden all these things started happening. So my next thing is Tums. I have never struggled with indigestion or heartburn in my life, so this is new to me, but what I do is I just take a couple of these before I go to bed. For some reason, it's really bad with dinner for me. I don't experience it throughout the day other than after we have dinner, so I don't know what that's about, but I'll go to bed and like literally wake up in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. because I have such bad indigestion. I highly recommend just grabbing a big thing and just keeping it in the cabinet just in case. Now, a next must-have for me is something that I've really been needing a lot lately. This is Unisom. I probably got this at Target or Walmart or something like that. Lately, I've just been sleeping so awful. Like I can't stay asleep. I get up so many times a night to go to the bathroom, and I think at this point my body is just like, okay, we're just gonna be awake, and it makes it really, really hard throughout the day, especially in the 3rd trimester, because you're already just so exhausted, and then not getting sleep on top of that makes it really hard to like want to even do things throughout the day. So I've been really relying on sleeping aids. I don't want to have to, but there are just some days where I really need the help. So this has definitely been helpful, and it's supposed to help with nausea. My next must-have is lotion. This has been great recently because now being in the 3rd trimester, I'm going through a growth spurt. So my body and my skin is just stretching, and it's been pretty dry. I've been pregnant through pretty much all the winter months. So definitely having this has been great. Cetaphil's actually a pretty good drugstore brand. It's fragrance-free. So I feel okay about using this. I'd rather use this than like Bath & Body Works. I know that can have a lot of added things that probably isn't good for my skin and for her. Now, the next thing I didn't need until about my 2nd trimester is really when my belly started to grow. This is the Burt's Bees Belly Butter. This is what the top looks like, but I got this at Target as well. This is 99% natural. There are no parabens, and it has shea butter and vitamin E in it. I love this stuff. If you guys can see that, it's just like, it pretty much just looks like a lotion. A little goes a long way with belly butter. I thought this was kind of a small container. I was like, man, $10 for this. But actually a little goes very far, especially because your belly is only so big. So I put this on every night before I go to bed, and recently I've been putting it on in the morning too, just because my skin is so dry, and this has lasted me a really long time. So I definitely think it's worth the money. You probably won't need it right away, but if you did want to get a hop on your skincare and your body care, I would definitely recommend grabbing this. Like I said, I got mine from Target, but I think they probably sell it at Walmart as well. My next must-have is something that I've been getting into a lot recently. I was really into it in the beginning, and then I kind of faded out of it a little bit, but now that I'm having back and leg pain, this is definitely something that I'm getting back into, and it is bubble baths. This is Dr. Teal's. This is the Foaming Bath and Pure Epsom Salt. This is with lavender. I got this at Target as well. It was only $4.99, and it's a huge thing of soap. I've just been using it in the bath. I really like to take baths now just because my back pain is getting pretty bad, and it's also just a nice way for me to relax. I like to just take a bath and put on some Netflix or listen to some music, things like that. So that is something that I highly recommend. I have gone a pretty long time without buying any maternity clothes. It's probably because it's winter, so I've gotten away with keeping a lot of just like my baggy sweaters, leggings. I haven't really needed much, but I was talking to my mom about it, and she said it the best. She said, Mari, you just need a couple pieces of maternity clothes to make you feel human again. And I was like, okay, you're right. I should just go grab some. It just sucks because maternity clothes are so expensive. I am like creature of habit. I wear the same 10 things. So for me to go and spend $34 on a shirt, it just seemed ridiculous. I was getting to a point where I was just really uncomfortable in the clothes that I had, and I didn't have things that made me feel like good. When you wear sweatpants or joggers and baggy t-shirts all the time, it just kind of starts to like, I don't know, it just kind of started to make me feel just like about myself, especially because there's just so many things already changing with my body, and then I didn't really have much to like add to my wardrobe. So there are a few things that I decided to grab. I'd say unless you are like working in some corporate job that requires you to have like very nice business clothes or things like that, you can probably get away with just grabbing a couple things, which is what I did. So I guess the first maternity clothes that I grabbed were actually belly bands. So this is black, and then I have a white one. So these go over your jeans. I did not purchase pregnancy jeans. I don't really wear jeans as it is, so I figured why would I spend the money on that? So I got these belly bands at Target. I think they were probably like $11, $12 each. I definitely think they're worth it. I can still wear my pre-pregnancy pants and just put these over it. So the belly bands are just really nice because you can wear your pre-pregnancy pants, just have them all the way unbuttoned and unzipped, and you put these over and nobody will even know that you're not wearing pregnancy pants. So I highly recommend these if you don't want to spend the money on maternity jeans. So we do live in the South, so it is getting a little warmer here, so I decided to actually bite the bullet and grab a pair of maternity shorts. But I was so lucky. I don't know what was happening in Target this day, but I found these shorts on clearance for $8 and they were originally over $30. So I just got lucky with this. I don't really know why they were on clearance. I don't know what the reason was, but I found them and I'm so glad I did because it is really nice just to have like one pair of shorts that are actually maternity. So I don't have to wear the belly band, because the belly band's great, but you can just feel like you're wearing a lot of layers. These are my maternity shorts. They look huge. Oh my gosh, they look ginormous. I think these are only like a size 6. Here, let's see. Okay, no, these are a size 8. Pre-pregnancy, I was probably about like a 6, 7. So that's probably why I ended up getting the 8, but this is what they look like. So they just have this stretchy elastic that goes over your belly, and then on the back it kind of crisscrosses, so it doesn't have to go all the way up your back, but they're more like capris. I probably would not wear something like this pre-pregnancy, but for now they work. They are very, very comfortable, and these are the Isabel Maternity by Ingrid and Isabel from Target. I'm sure you can probably find some other places, but these are just the ones that I stumbled upon, and I could not pass up the fact that they were $8. Okay, the second to last on my clothing list is actually maternity bras. So I have 2 maternity bras right here. They're both black. I did get one padded and one unpadded. So this is the unpadded one. As you can see, it's just stretchy material, and then it has a clip in the front. So I will use these for breastfeeding once she's here. But honestly, wearing a bra right now is like the last thing that I want to do. So I've been living in my nursing bras for probably 2 months at this point. It's honestly just what's comfortable. And because they're black, they're not that bad looking. Not that I really care, but they're really not that bad. This is the one with pads. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker. This is also that Ingrid and Isabel brand. I got these from Target, and I think these are both medium. Okay, last piece of clothing. I actually did not purchase these. My friend actually just had her baby in January and she didn't need them anymore. So my next piece of clothing is maternity tops. These ones are actually from Walmart. So this is just a maroon one. They have the little scrunch down the side. And now that I am in my 3rd trimester, I do like to wear these a lot more than just like a baggy t-shirt, because my belly's at the point where if I wear a baggy t-shirt, it makes the end like pop out a little bit. So having a tight shirt is actually really nice. So she gave me this one, this pink one, a black one, and a gray one. Okay, last but not least, this is probably like the most loved pregnancy item of mine that I have, is my pregnancy pillow. If you guys can see it, it's right there on the bed. I got it from Walmart. It was pretty expensive. I think it was like $50, but honestly, it is a lifesaver, especially now. It keeps me from sleeping on my back, which you're not really supposed to do. It's also super nice to sleep with something in between my legs. I'm getting to that big point now where if my legs are like on top of each other while I'm laying on my side, my hip starts to hurt. So having something just in between my legs as a pillow is really, really nice. So those are all of my pregnancy must-haves. I will try and make sure to link everything down below. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.